Bill O'Reilly here, Monday, December 16th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. Senate leaders spar over the potential impeachment trial. Democrats complain to the DNC about their own debate. Latest polls show Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders leading. James Comey admits he was wrong about the FBI's FISA warrant program. Clint Eastwood's new film tanking, maybe because of Twitter. Also ahead, how political propaganda hurts us all. But first, Senators Schumer and McConnell arguing over what a potential impeachment trial in the Senate would look like. The top Democrat asking to call 4 witnesses to testify, including White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and former National Security Advisor John Bolton. The Democrat presidential challengers demanding the party change their own debate rules. The 9 remaining candidates asking Chair Tom Perez to allow Cory Booker and Julian Castro to participate on Thursday, but the two have not met the requirements. So far, the DNC has rejected the last-minute appeal. Latest poll shows Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders expanding their lead. 24% of Democrats say they now support the former vice president. 22% backing Sanders. Elizabeth Warren gets 17, slightly ahead of Mayor Pete Buttigieg. The primary contests in Iowa and New Hampshire, less than 2 months away. Can you believe it? Former FBI boss James Comey admitting he made mistakes in his agency's handling of FISA warrants to spy on the Trump campaign. Inspector General Michael Horowitz recently released his report on the surveillance scandal, showing 17 major failures at the FBI. Said Comey over the weekend, quote, "He was right and I was wrong, the understatement of the year." Clint Eastwood becoming the latest victim of the angry Twitter mob. The legendary actor-director's latest movie, Richard Jewell, did not do well in its opening weekend. The film was targeted on social media before it even opened when far-left critics complained the movie, quote, contains sexist depictions of female reporters. In a moment, how political propaganda hurts you, me, and all of us. Right back with that. Near rock-bottom mortgage rates are behind a surge in refinance activity. Have you taken advantage of them? If not, you're not too late. Why not take 10 minutes today and make the call to American Financing? You can learn about lower rates as well as many other benefits available to you, like consolidating high-interest debt, dropping mortgage insurance, accessing cash, and shortening your term. Whatever your need, they are here to help. There's no commission. There's no pressure. Their only objective is to customize a loan that can add hundreds, maybe even $1,000 back to your monthly budget. Pre-qualification free. There are no upfront fees or hidden fees to pay. And it really only takes 10 minutes to get started. So why not see what they can do for you? Please give them a call now. They're open nights and weekends, 888-462-9557. That's 888-462-9557, or you can apply online, AmericanFinancing.net. American Financing, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Time now for the O'Reilly Update Message of the Day, Political Propaganda. Way back in 1722, an anonymous source who called himself Silence Dogood sent a newspaper editor a few opinions. One of them simply said, quote, "Without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom." Mr. Silence Dogood was really Benjamin Franklin, and he was just 16 years old when he wrote that. Today, there are groups that are paid big money by private individuals and political action committees to attack freedom of thought by designing propaganda campaigns that aim to silence opposition. Through his Open Society Foundation, far-left billionaire George Soros funds some of this, but he's not alone. Millions of dollars from both left and right-wing zealots flow to the assassins of wisdom, something that would have appalled young Benjamin Franklin. Let's look at a few examples. If you believe abortion is morally wrong based upon a theological dictum that says only the Creator can alter life from conception to natural death, your belief is no longer respected. No, some will actually brand you a misogynist, a hater of women. You may very well be shunned, as pro-life people were by the Women's March organization. If you believe in traditional marriage, again dictated by a religious tenet, you are homophobic. Therefore, on many college campuses, your opinions will be shouted down because you violate human rights. It's the same thing for global warming. The fascist consulting groups are now saying that if you are at all skeptical of that, you are a, quote, climate change denier. This is particularly odious because the people who created that expression did so, knowing that Holocaust denier is a death brand all over the world. If that sticks to a person, he or she is finished. The propagandists know what they're doing, and the press loves the branding. It's provocative and hurts traditional people, mainly, something the media in general relishes. Which brings us to the 14-year-old boy in Florida who was actually beaten by other children because he supports Donald Trump. This is a stark warning to every thinking American. A kind of violent action did not happen when Barack Obama was president, even though there were strong feelings against him among some conservatives. The malicious birther movement stemmed from that. But the difference is that the press, academics, and responsible political leaders all condemned the hateful birther campaign. Now, hate directed at President Trump is considered acceptable among many in the groups I just mentioned. And the kids know it. Freedom of thought doesn't always lead to wisdom, as Ben Franklin surely knew. But lockstep rejection of different beliefs bolstered by loathsome propaganda does always lead to brutal tribalism. The USA is headed down that road, and we the people better wise up and reject it at the ballot box next November. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by actually writing it. For more commentary, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. And for a great Christmas gift, please check out my book, The United States of Trump. Directly ahead, something you might not know. Millions of Americans have been diagnosed with cancer or a serious illness. If you are one of them and money is a problem, you're not alone. It's simple. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more, then Life Guide Partners can evaluate your coverage for free to see if you qualify for cash now when you need it the most. Be ready to take down this number. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more, and you are living with a serious illness, then Life Guide Partners can evaluate your coverage free to see if you qualify for cash now. So write this number down, 1-888-GUIDE-50. Totally free to call. Get rid of those insurance premiums. Stop paying them. Consider turning that life policy into cash. The number again, 1-888-GUIDE-50. 1-888-484-3350. 1-888-GUIDE-50. Call now. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. It's officially the most wonderful time of the year, which means it's nearly impossible to turn on the radio or visit a department store without hearing the sounds of the holidays. Classic crooners, country rock, religious hymns, nonstop through the new year. Turns out Christmas is very good for the music business. The top 5 holiday albums of all time have sold more than 100 million copies in the USA alone. Bing Crosby's White Christmas, the big one. Guinness Book of Records says it's the best-selling song of all time. Estimates put sales at 50 million. The song was first performed by Crosby on Christmas Day, 1941. The King of Rock, also the King of Christmas. Elvis Presley's 1957 Christmas album has sold more than 20 million copies. The classic record has been reissued every year in America since its release. Next on the list, Kenneth Bruce Gorelick, better known as Kenny G. The world-famous sax player has sold 8 million copies of his album Miracles. The 13-track record also includes a song celebrating Hanukkah. Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song, another much-loved classic, thanks to his unmistakable voice. With songs like Deck the Halls and Oh Holy Night, it'll definitely set the holiday vibe in your home. Mr. Cole recorded that in 1960. For something a bit more modern, you might try the song that breaks Spotify's single-day streaming record every year. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. 11 million plays in 24 hours, more than 200 million since it's released. Finally, Barbra Streisand completes the list. Her 1967 A Christmas album, the 5th best-selling holiday record of all time. More than 7 million copies sold in the USA. Merry Christmas to you, Babs. And here's something you might not know. Ratings for some radio stations double in major American cities during the Christmas season. Some begin broadcasting festive hits as early as October and run until February. That is overkill. Back after this. Bill O'Reilly here. It takes vision and intelligence to protect yourself and your family in this very complicated world. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a company I recommend, Wise Foods. Freeze-dried food is a modern-day miracle. It tastes good, it's healthy, and get this, it can be stored for up to 25 years. During Superstorm Sandy, I lost power for 7 days. All my refrigerated food done. But not my food supply from Wise. You really never know what tomorrow may bring. But you can have peace of mind knowing that you'll be ready with all you need. Through the end of this month, Wise Food is clearing out inventory to make room for redesigned packaging in 2020. So go to wisefoodstorage.com to take advantage of this clearance sale and save up to 70%. Wow. As always, shipping is free from my listeners when you use Bill at checkout. That's wisefoodstorage.com. Use code BILL to save up to 70% and get free shipping. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.